Welcome, welcome, welcome to On Fire to Inspire. I am Aaliyah, the Purpose Midwife. I am so happy and elated that you are choosing to join us right here tonight. You could have been doing anything else, but you chose to spend this time with us. And for that, we're totally grateful. We don't take it for granted at all. So, y'all, I'm so excited about tonight's topic. We're going to be sharing our favorite Thanksgiving memories and just sharing, memories that it's going to warm your heart, to make your heart smile, and prayerfully make others smile. So as I'm thanking our sponsors, I want y'all to hit that share button so that if you have something to share, you can share with us, or you can join in on what they're sharing and just be able to just get your heart filled with joy, right? But I want to thank our sponsors before we hop in. I want to thank our sponsors. I tell you, the award-winning Brown team, y'all, we talk about them every week. I love them. In fact, Cornelia is going to be on with us tonight. She said she's going to share. So Cornelia and her husband, Bernard, are the award-winning top sales team of Metro Brokers. They're the Brown team, and they're Metro Homes and Gardens, Metro Broker, Better Homes and Garden Metro Brokers. And y'all, one thing that I love about them is, although they have over 35 years of combined experience, you're not a number. It's not about just making a sale. You become their family and they become a part of your family until they find and meet your need for you. So they specialize in buying, selling, investing, whatever you need, they are there for you. And you can reach them at 404-843-2500 or 404-786-0873. You'll ask for Cornelia Brown. Our second sponsor is mombizboss.org. Y'all, mombizboss.org. If you are a woman and you are a mom, multiple operational manager, if you're interested in becoming an entrepreneur, or if you are already, this is a great group. It's mombiz, B-I-Z, boss.org. Great opportunity to network with other women. Great opportunity for collaborations. It's not about competition. It's about collaborations with them. And then uebdesigns.com. Y'all, UEB Designs keep us rocking with our accessories. And they say we're accessorizing is their favorite part of the outfit, right? So we thank you so much to UEB Designs. Y'all go check them out. uebdesigns.com. They have jewelry, belts, different kinds of accessories, handbags, sometimes even clothing. So go check them out, y'all. And then iworkfaith.com. I need each and every leader. If you don't have this book in your arsenal, go to iworkfaith.com and get Leadership Inside Trajectory. My big brother and pastor, Apostle Ricky D. Surratt, is the author of that book. And y'all, you want to own that book. If you don't have it, you need to go get it. And you needed to get it yesterday. Again, that's iworkfaith.com. And then finally, if you are trying to get and stay on this health and wellness journey that we've been on, you want to come to Zumba with us and get the exercise piece of it going, right? We have a good time, y'all. We do it virtually as well as locally. And you go to Come Dance with Mina, and that's Mina, M-E-N-A. Come Dance with Mina. If you go on Facebook, for my YouTubers and my LinkedIn people, you got to go over Facebook to join her group. And she does Mondays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But when I tell y'all we have a ball, we have a ball. But I'm not going to delay the time anymore. We are going to be sharing stories of Thanksgiving celebrations of Thanksgiving memories. So we're going to have Cornelia as our first guest. So Cornelia, welcome back to the flat platform, and thank you for being one of our loving sponsors.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for everything you do. You are one incredible angel in the earth, and you bring so much joy and so much information and knowledge and inspiration to all of us. And I just want to thank you for who you are.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you had a memory that you said you wanted to share with us tonight. So you have the floor.
Yes, it's going to be really short, but we get together every Thanksgiving now with my adult children and with my husband and have a grand old time. But when we were younger, we were military family, and it was not always so easy to have daddy there at the Thanksgiving table. So one year um, everyone's attitude was really depressed, and just even the kids, they were just fussing and griping, and we were fixing the Thanksgiving meal, but nothing was right. The turkey didn't do what it needed to do. I, of course, once again burned the I call it the cheese noodle. My kids always say, "Mom, it's macaroni and cheese," but I'm European. So anyway, so nothing was right. And we sat down at the table, and it was just a contagious feeling of ungratefulness. And you probably said, what kind of story is that, Cornelia? Well, in the middle of it, I it was like the Holy Spirit was just reaching into my heart, and literally it made me want to cry because I saw us all being so discontent. And as we examine the word Thanksgiving, it comes first, you have the feeling of gratefulness, the thanks. And we were missing it. We weren't grateful anymore on being together. The hustle and bustle of the world has gotten to us. So I had a suddenly moment. I said, you know what? Everyone needs to get into the second part of the word, into giving. I told my children, everybody stop eating. And I'm easy to get along with until you tick me off, okay? I'm easy to get along with. But I have like a threshold where I cannot take negativity anymore. And I told them, put the knife and the fork down, and everybody looking at me. I said, everybody stop what you're doing. And they were like, oh my God, what is happening? She's having an explosion of some sort. So I said, okay, bring the turkey over. We had an island in the middle, and bring the bread over. And we are going to give everything that you are not being grateful for on this Thanksgiving table. We're giving it away. And they were like, but mom, I don't want to hear it. But mom, this. My husband said, what are you doing? I was like, you know what? We need to take this food downtown. And then we're going to gather everybody together. And we're going to give everything that we have.
You just froze on us, Cornelia. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, you just came back. We hear you now.
The, the devil is a liar. I'm going to finish the story. So we went downtown Atlanta, and I made the kids give away their Thanksgiving meal to the homeless that were down in Atlanta. We ran out so quickly. We ended up under a bridge on the side of the road. We ran out so quickly, and we came to a part where there was a bridge, and we ran out so quickly. And we ran so quickly that we ended up under a bridge.
You just froze again. Can you hear me? Cornelia, you froze on us. Oh wow. Cornelia, I can't believe it froze. You're almost at the end. Wow. Let's see here. She's been having some freezing problems, and it went so well. We got almost all of her story. She can't hear me. Okay, now it's buffering. It's completely taking her out. Oh my goodness. So y'all, her story she was sharing so far, what we've gotten up to this point, she was sharing and everybody was just in a bad place. And she said, being that her husband was in the military, dad didn't get to be home with them quite often. And this particular time, he happens to be home. But at the end of the day, this time, nobody was in a grateful, thankful. They were in more of a, um, and it sounds like an endearment type mode. And so she told him, y'all know what? Y'all don't deserve it. We're going to take it down to, um, okay, let me see here, y'all. We're going to take her off and see if we can add her back on. So what she said to them was, since you are not grateful or thankful, I'm going to give it to someone who is. And so now that was deep right there. All right, let's see if it's going to let her back in. Cornelia, can you hear us? All right, I see you on two different technologies. Can you hear me on either of them? Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. We come against this technology issue in the name of Jesus. Y'all, I tell you, when I tell you she has such a giving heart, that sounds so like her. Um, but she said, since her family, let me see, she's trying again. Um, over here. It's buffering over there. Y'all pray with her because she is trying. Okay, Cornelia, I think we got you back. There we go.
Did you go?
We,
Did you
we
go
got
to
you.
the next person?
Not yet. I was kind of summarizing what we had heard you say up to this point. So we can hear you. Keep going.
Okay. Yes, I'll go fast. So, needless to say, my children started crying because we ran out of food so quickly. They said, Mommy, we need to go somewhere and get some more. Can we cook another turkey? Can we get another ham? Can we get some more loaves of bread? And the spirit of Thanksgiving came back right in our heart. We, I'm about to cry just thinking about it. We stopped and prayed with the girls. And let me tell you, from that day on, every single Thanksgiving, we are retelling that story. And we never have these attitudes of not being grateful ever again. Or else
Wow.
they say, don't do that because mom will take your food and take it downtown.
I
God
love
bless all of you. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
it. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Now, were y'all in the States when that happened, Cornelia?
Say again.
Were y'all in the United States when that happened?
I keep freezing and you keep freezing.
I said, were you in the United States? Were you in Atlanta? You in the United States when it happened?
Yes, we
Okay.
were in the United States and um, we were in Columbus, Georgia, actually,
Okay.
and we took it all the way downtown Atlanta. Yes.
Oh wow. That's like 2 hour and a half, 2 hours?
No, about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half. Wow. Yes. Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us. I tell you, that's such a blessing. Such a blessing, such a blessing. All right. Well, thank you again for sharing that story with us.
You're
You're
welcome
welcome
and
and
apologize for the internet today.
I understand, honey. Technology is technology. I have a blessed one. Happy Thanksgiving. All right, y'all. So we have had a shared Thanksgiving, a Thanksgiving story. And you know what? Sometimes we have to, that endearment takes us to a place of, wait a minute, let's just get back to the real meaning. And so them being able to be a blessing to someone who was in need, it made them come back to what Thanksgiving was truly about. Not, oh mama, this don't taste right. And this she was like, you know what? Y'all don't even deserve it. Let's give it to someone who deserves it, who's in need of it. I love that. All right, so great evening, co-pastor Coulter and co-pastors Coulter. All right, so we're going to take a shift, y'all. So we just had a memory, and now we're going to have another way of. I think she's going to give us a memory, but I think she's going to tell us how she's going to do it. So, Mr. Jara Singleton, welcome to On Fire to Inspire. How are you this great evening?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Tell us where you're logging in from. Cornelia was in Atlanta. Where are you?
I'm coming from Vegas.
You're
So
coming from Las
West
Vegas.
Coast. Uh-huh.
All right, all right. So how are you? What memory or how are you? How will you be sharing with us this evening?
So I'm going to kind of do a half and half. So I'm going to touch on kind of like a general place of like what I think my favorite memory is, and how shifting to Vegas, how God like sent me to Vegas by myself has caused me to look at the holidays differently, and like
Okay.
some ways that people can be encouraged, I guess.
All right. Well, you have the floor, ma'am.
So I'm actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And my family is transplanted. So my dad is from the South. And so a lot of my family moved from Mississippi to Milwaukee and then Chicago. So for Thanksgiving, a lot of times we would go actually over to Chicago with my family. And what I loved about Thanksgiving was just being able to be around people, the food, the laughter. My love language is actually quality time. So being able to spend time with people and just be around the family was super I guess exciting for me. And then we got to go to another city, and I love Chicago, so that was nice too. But of course, once I got moved all the way across the country to Vegas, I actually don't have any family or anything out here. So my dad, he'll come for Thanksgiving, but obviously I'm not able to be around like all of my family. And so I've had to learn how to navigate the holidays, because if you're not careful, the holidays will like send you into a dark place. Like you'll be depressed, and all these, it'll have you not being grateful, and you'll be stuck on the holiday blues is what I like to call it. Like you'll be wrapped up in the holiday blues because you have Thanksgiving, and right after that is Christmas, and and so you'll find yourself in these spaces. And so one of the things I had to learn is that one day shouldn't have the ability to completely like shift me somewhere that I'm gonna struggle to recover from. And so since I have a past with depression, I've had to learn how to navigate the holidays accordingly, where I realize it's just a day. It's a day that's amazing to share with your loved ones, but it's still just a day. Like after that, we still have to continue to move forward. And then I had to learn that I determine the value. So learning different ways to celebrate. So just like Miss Cornelia before me said, with being able to sow into other people's lives, right? Like I determine the value. So it doesn't have to be what traditionally I may have grown up experiencing, but now I get to determine what that looks like for me now. Like maybe we don't cook, maybe we do cook, maybe we go to the shelter, maybe we, do something different. Like I get to determine that. And then gratitude, I would say, is something else I've learned. Looking at what I'm actually thankful for, because a lot of people don't have, and we get so caught up in the big dinners and everybody coming over, going to someone's house, and all of the traditional things sometimes, that even when the matriarchs of the family kind of die off, like when my grandma passed away on my mom's side, a lot of things stopped, and we had to go with that shift. right? And so I had to learn how to be grateful for what I do have, right? My dad coming, the family that I have from church, people inviting me over, things of that nature. Then four, I would say enjoying the time off, because the good thing is we off. So like instead of being sad, like I still get to rest. I get to, watch my favorite movie, whatever. So like focus on the fact that like I have some days off. So that I have had to be excited about. And then I say the fifth one is staying off of social media. I had to learn that social media, if you're like on it, it will definitely have you depressed, because everybody wants to post all these memories, or, post their best day and, food and this, that, and the third. And it kind of keeps you from being present with what you're doing. You start comparing yourself and your life and what they're doing and all this other stuff. And so, I would say those are kind of like my memories, but then also where I'm at with like how I'm creating new memories, like the things that I've learned on how to navigate the holidays.
I love how you shared that, because everybody's not living right there in that place with your people. And we were talking, I was talking with some friends of mine today, and we were talking about how with the matriarchs gone, and how the life of the family has changed when the matriarchs and patriarchs are gone. And so I love that, how to create your own memories and create new memories, and be thankful for where you are, and be thankful that what, I have my life. I'm here. I'm in my right mind.
Right.
And being able to serve someone else. I know one of my cousins, every Thanksgiving, he goes to the shelters and he serves. He actually serves families every single year for Thanksgiving. And so, yes, I love that. You said I live how many hours away from your family now?
Right. Real far. We over what? I think it took me 24 hours to get from Milwaukee to Vegas. When I first got here, I drove. And yeah, 24 hours. So if I'm on a plane, it's at least 4 or 5. So yeah, I'm across the country. They're in the middle.
Yes. Wow. Angelique said, I love it. I determine my value. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing that memory. I mean, sharing that way and that angle, because it's necessary. When God told me to do this show, I knew that it was to help combat when people suffer with holiday depression. Yes, I have, like for me, that could be the case if I didn't understand who I am in Christ, because my child is in college, but she works for a place where this is major holiday time for them.
Right.
So she can't get off
Can't
work.
even get off. Exactly. I'm going through that too.
Yeah, she can't get off work. Parents are deceased. Grandparents are deceased. So it could be a place of, woe is me. No, I have my life. I have a living family, living family members. I have church family. I have friends, so being present, like you said, and being understanding the value that you have right now in your life. I did a post this morning, and it was something about appreciating your life where you are, appreciating every hour, every minute, every second. Because if we go from a place of gratitude, you'll shift your mindset.
Everything.
If you move from that place of gratitude and you operate from that place,
there's
you shut a
abundance.
whole lot of other stuff down.
Yeah, there's abundance for sure. And I think it helps us to regain our power, because we give our power away a lot. And I think that's what it taught me, is like we've let culture dictate what Thanksgiving is, what the holidays is, and the push and the move. And the reality is, the power lies in your hands. If you feel like it's a day for just family to kick it, it's a day for family to kick it. If you want it to be a self-care day, nobody bother me, I'm off. Like, you get to determine what that looks like. You want to serve, then you go serve. And so I think just getting back to the basics, like you said, being thankful that God even gave you breath in your body, and everything around you is like super important. So I had to definitely give back. As I grew with Christ, it definitely helped me to realize, like, wait a minute, you're putting more stock on a day than you are on your life, which God is giving you. So
I love it. Well, thank you for sharing that
Thank
angle because you never think about that. So that's awesome. Awesome. Thank you for so much for
thank
sharing and
you so
tuning
much.
in from Vegas.
Right.
I-
Thank you.
Have a blessed one.
You too.
All right, y'all. So we have had two perspectives. One has been a family that said, you know what? You don't appreciate? We're going to give it to people and drove an hour away to feed the homeless because that was a blessing there. And then she said, changing and shifting because the power is in your hands and giving your life value and creating new memories, not allowing society to dictate what a day looks like for you. And then just shifting and messing up your whole world because you're trying to follow the Joneses. You create your world, right? In your new memories. All right, so our next guest is my godmom Teresa, and she's going to be sharing a memory with us as well. Great evening to you.
Well, good evening to you and to your listeners. And I just want to say, Aaliyah, thank you so much for. I'm getting
Talking about the lighting, that light was
yeah,
real bright.
yeah, yeah. I need to turn that lamp off. Hold on,
Okay.
just a second.
Okay.
Okay. No, I still have it.
Do you have a
Okay.
ring light behind you? Okay, you're better now. You're better.
Okay. All right. Thank you for having me on and thank you for being in my life. And you've really made a great impact in my life. I want to share about my Thanksgiving memories.
Okay.
Going back to elementary school, my parents were, my mother was a missionary. My dad was a minister, old country preacher. And I would be excited at Thanksgiving because that would be when we were asked to bring a canned good to school to help the less fortunate. And here I am, this little girl. We never had to worry about food because we had gardens, we had chickens, and we raised pigs. So we never had to worry about food. So I would be so happy to know that I'm taking this one canned good to school to help the less fortunate, not knowing we were the less fortunate. But just sharing and giving instilled in me that that's what I had to do. So here I am later on in life, just wanting to give, period, to just let people know I care and I think about you. I don't know what your situation is, but I'd love to just give you something. And not just at Thanksgiving. Every day is a day of Thanksgiving. And I thank God that I am able to be a blessing to someone. And every morning I wake up, my first prayer is to thank him for giving me another day. And then to allow me to be a blessing in someone's life. And even now, I am giving. In July, you, Aaliyah, and Cornelia were here for my play, July 16th. And I said I wanted to give back to the community because God had been so good to me. God gave me the message that this play would be free. And he and I had a little discussion because, I had to let him know, can't put on a free play at the place I wanted. But he said, I've got your back. And here I am following God's instructions, saying, God, help me to be a light in someone's life, to be a blessing. As of last Thursday, I received a letter that I have been nominated to receive the DeKalb County Community Impact Award. And that ceremony is going to be Friday, the 11th. But it's just giving. I can't give enough. And I thank God. And even now, just that special day of the holiday, it's another day. Just as the sister said before me, it's another day. Find something to do to bless somebody else. I live alone. My children are in California, and they are determined that they want to come to Atlanta. Well, my daughter does. My grandson doesn't. But at any rate, I'm just thankful to God for another opportunity to share.
I tell you, that is such a blessing, and you are such a giver. And congratulations. Angelisa's saying congratulations as well. And you know, one of the things I love about you from the time that you said, you know what, you know me, my daughter, when I was like what, 19, 20 years old, you said, you know what, you're gonna be my daughter. And from there, you have included me in, okay, I got this play coming up. You want to try out for a part, you know, or I wrote a part that's gonna be just, it's gonna work out just for you. I'm like, okay. So I'm grateful for that. And I've been able to see you in action. You know, sometimes people say, oh, I've done this, I've done that. You don't do that. You show. And so action speaks so much louder than words. And so you're such a giver. And thank you so much for sharing with us tonight. And congratulations on your Community Impact Award, because it is well deserved. And
thank you.
And the state needs to be. Yes, look, and the state need to be giving you something, much as you've done up and down the highways and byways of Georgia. So yes, ma'am, absolutely. Yeah. So thank you so much for sharing that memory.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I love you.
Love you too.
And I love everyone, and happy Thanksgiving to all.
Happy Thanksgiving to you. So y'all, if anybody has anything they want to share tonight with us, if you have a memory you want to share, I just put the link up and you can come on and share. If you are camera shy, you can turn your camera off and you can come on and share your memory. Now, we've had 3 memories that have been phenomenal. And everybody's memories have been different, but it takes you to a place of saying, I am grateful for. Not, you didn't hear one thing about, you know, we had the best turkey and the best chicken. You didn't hear one of those tonight. What you did hear was we're grateful. We're grateful for where we are. And we are, I mean, it's been beautiful. And so I can truly say I'm thankful for those who reached out, because I shared last week. This was our topic. And I said, if you're interested in sharing, reach out to me and we're going to bring you in. And so next week's topic is I'm thankful for my life. And we have our guest, Brian Pearson, coming as our guest. He's actually my cousin, y'all. And I'm not going to share his story, but he's going to share his story. So this whole month, we're centered about thankful. And you have one more opportunity on the last Tuesday, not the last Tuesday, the 22nd. On the 22nd, you'll have the opportunity to share again. And this time, you reach out again and let me know. But that one is, what are you thankful for? So tonight should have been a reminder for some who were going to allow the holiday blues to just take them there. Now you got some things to use to combat that, right? So now get your motor running and your mind going and that brain shifted and that mindset shifted, and be ready for 2 weeks from today to share, what are you thankful for? Are you thankful that you have your life, health, and strength? Are you thankful that you just finished a great accomplishment of whatever? What are you thankful for? You know, if you are like many had gone through the COVID thing and flu and pneumonia and things that are happening now. And just to be able to have your health and be in perfect health, that could be something that you share that you're thankful for. It doesn't have to be much. When you come from a place of gratefulness and thankfulness, it takes nothing to say, God, I'm thankful. God, I'm grateful. And I got another question for you all. Have you been doing your homework? Your homework was from last Tuesday. We started every single day. And if you hadn't done it, you can start today. It's not too late. Every single day, I want you to write in a notebook, a journal, whatever, I am grateful for. And I want you to write down something that you're grateful for. It could be, I'm grateful for this great meal that I just ate. I'm grateful for the fact that I was able to go to the grocery store and afford some grocery. Whatever it is for you, I want you to write down what you're grateful for all of the rest of this month. If you're just getting started today as the 8th, that's fine. Start from here through the rest of the month. And by the time we get together on the 22nd for you to share what you're thankful for or grateful for, you will have at least 14 things to look at. And there may be some things that you're willing to share with us. You don't have to share with one. So y'all remember, in 2 weeks from today, think about what you're grateful for, and you can share with us. So be camera ready if you want to be, or you can turn your camera off and we can hear you. So we're grateful for each and every one of you tuning in tonight, and we'll see you same time, same place next week. I am Aaliyah, the Purpose Midwife, and I'm so thankful, so excited and elated that you chose to spend this evening with us. And again, we're grateful for that, and we don't take it for granted. So we'll see you next week. Y'all tell a friend and tune in. All right. Love y'all. Have a blessed holiday season. Remember, it's one day. And don't let it give you the holiday blues, because you got too much to be thankful for. Take your power back. Y'all have a blessed one.